Hello, today we're looking at the Pod Express red box thing, and let's take it out of the box. So yeah, we were in a room that had some pink lighting, and why not? So my first impression of this box right there was weird, because I'm like, what is this? It's plastic. It's red. I mean, it's got to be red because it's a pod, and the pod was always red, but it was never plastic. It's plasticky, and it feels like a toy. It's got really big writing for blind people, and quality-wise, I mean, just build-wise, it's plastic. Zoom does plastic boxes, but this immediately didn't feel like a professional tool. And I was rather disappointed. And then I played it. And then I'm like, it sounds like a pod. It's, but I'm better, but not, and all that. But then I turned on a backing track. And within 1, 2, 3 little grips of the knobs, I was playing, I was going, I was having fun. And that's where this thing shines. Build quality, it's a toy. It's not a professional tool. They have professional tool. Get in Helix Stomp or HX Stomp, get in HX, get a Pod Go. This is for on the go, for practice, throw it in your gig bag, just easy, quick access, and have fun. And that's exactly what it does. I had fun. On my initial, it's plastic, it's a toy, and the sounds are in context, it was great. I was just playing. I forgot what I was playing. I had fun, and that's exactly the idea. $220 and you have fun. So let's look at it. We have, I don't know what these are here. Maybe we can see it from the side. These are big plasticky stumpies. You can see the box being put together. There's a seam. In the back, we've got an input. We got stereo output unbalanced. We got a foot switch input, which can be a foot switch or 2 foot switches or an expression pedal and a foot switch if you have an insert cable. So many options there for more foot switchability. There's a 9 volt. You can see that I'm not using that because it comes for $220 with batteries. And right now I'm running it with batteries, which means you can really just run this on the bus, which is great. And there's a USB-C. The USB-C is for pumping audio into it. It functions as an audio interface. So with a phone or a computer, you could run audio into it and just play with the backing track with headphones if you wanted that. First of all, you could use this in many ways. You could turn the amp and the cab off and use it only for the effects in the effects loop of your amp. You could technically run it in front of an FR speaker. Yeah, maybe. There's other more professional tools from Line6 for that. Are you going to run this in front of your tube amp? So meaning an amp, you turn the cab off, but an amp with effects into an amp, I wouldn't. Honestly, you're going to ask me all these things. Can I use it with my amp and how am I going to use this live? It's $220. Put it on the table, plug in headphones, have fun. Plug it into your audio interface, have fun. Plug it into a PA speaker, have fun. Don't turn the speaker off and run this with a tube amp. That's not the idea. There's other tools for that. It is a direct solution and a very simple one where you don't have to learn menus and all that shit. Talking about that, right here in the middle, when you hit this, it'll turn into channel volume. You can see very clearly with the colors what happens. And then up here, this is gain, mid, bass, and treble. So you got volume, gain, mid, bass, and treble. So the white or silver labels clearly tell you that's what you do on your amp. And the amp you pick here. Then, of course, clean, special, chime, dynamic, crunch, heavy, and lead, because you can read. And then the rest is delay, overdrives and distortions, modulation and reverb. And all you do is you literally just twist the knob. So right here, we got some analog. And you can see this is all analog. And to show you the range of analog, the intensity, the ring in the middle turns green and shows you more detailed exactly where you are. So if you like it, let's say on this, whatever, 1, 2, 3, 5 segment thing, you can remember, I like it on the 5 segment thing. Then you go to digital and it starts to count the segments again and so on and so on. And if you go it all the way up, it turns into a looper, which I haven't tried yet. We're going to check this out. Same thing here. Boost. I like boost on 3 segments. Okay, you can remember that. Overdrive, distortion, and fuzz. Same here. We got chorus, flanger, phaser, and tremolo, and then spring, hall, plate, and space. Utterly simple. If you want to turn the amp off, I don't know why you would. I just told you, please don't run it with your amp. There's other ways to do this. You turn this to all the way 0, and then when the light is off at the bottom, no amp. You can change the cabs, but the amps come with the right cabs attached. If you want to change it, hit Alt and Tab at the same time. And now you can pick different cabs or even turn the cab off like this. I wouldn't. There's Tab for modulation and delay. Rather simple. You hold Tab in, brings us to the tuner. I'll show you that. Push both of them, brings us to presets. There's 7. Then you keep turning. There's another 7 in yellow, and you keep turning, there's another 7 in purplish blue. So 21 overall. Also, you could program these 2-foot switches to turn certain effects on and off. So you pick an amp and all that, but then you turn delay and distortion on and off with the foot switches, or even external foot switches. I don't know how that works, I didn't read about it, but you can. In a live situation, is this a tool for a live situation? For some of you, maybe yes. If you're on a budget, this will get the job done. There are better modelers out there. There are better sounds out there for similar money. Honestly, and I'm sorry, Line6, if you buy a Tone X1 around the same price range, you get better sounding amps. But what you don't get is effects and all that stuff. So there is pros and cons to this box. The pro is all in one box, and it works, and very quickly you got the sound you're looking for without menu diving, without editors and all that. So let's look at some product shots and some of those sounds that I talked about. So wasn't that special? Now, there is a volume dial on the side, but that is not just for the headphone out, it's actually the overall volume, which is weird to have that on the side like that, but also affects the volume coming out in the back. So let's go through all the stuff we need to go through. I mean, presets, do we need to do this? STS guitars, Okita. Maybe these are... No, only the first bank is already full. The rest is for you. So we're gonna start here. No presets. Gonna start on this amp. Turn all this to 0, and then we just have the amp. Not bad at all. Let's get the gain down. Can do that with one thumb on the Alt and then turn the gain. I want some reverb on that. I need more volume. Ah, see, it took the boost setting from when I let go of the Alt. Let's try this again. I need more gain. There we go. It's super straightforward. I want a bit of delay and I have to do a bit of chorus. You can see the blue ring. I mean, it's just so straightforward and simple. A little bit of hall. Special. I gotta hit the strings. Okay, moving on. Let's see how much gain that has. Let's turn the cap off. Alt and tap and then all the way off. Horrible. Okay. So cap 1. That works. Next amp. Dynamic, that's what I wanted. No, I want, and then crunch, here we go. Do we want more mids? Let's try this. These are not ridiculously good modeling sounds. They are good modeling sounds for $220. All in one box, very simple. Don't expect, Helix, Fractal Quad Cortex 2,000 euro box sounds out of it. That would be unrealistic. They're not the greatest, but they're affordable and easy to dial in. I think the whole presentation with the plastic and all, it tells you it's a fun, quickly to dial in toy. I don't think Line6 intended this as a professional tool for big stages. I could recommend this as the first thing to get when you're starting out. Get a beginner guitar, get this, put on headphones on, and don't annoy the parents. Now, you're going to say, well, there's software that I can get for like $70 that sounds better. Yes, you can. But imagine you don't know all this stuff. You need an audio interface. You need to deal with latency. You need to deal with CPU power and buffer size and all that. Who wants to do this? Sometimes you just want to put a thing on the table, put on some headphones or plug it in something and just play. This makes you play. Period. Let's boost that. Bit of flanger. No, I want a bit of phaser, that's what I want. Want a bit more low end. See how quick that is? Just quick. Cool spacey sound. Let's erase all of that and let's get something heavy. First of all, gonna tune it. We're in tune. We're in tune. Let's go down here. So red, 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 red. Really in tune. Effective tuner, it works, but I want to go to D here. Look, that worked too. We're gonna go to heavy. Can you practice with that? Can you play? Can you have fun? Yes. That's why we buy gear, to have fun. Looper. Typical looper operation, like any other. Do this, bam, you're gone, away from the looper. The looper signal does go through whatever you have set up, so you can't play a clean sound and then switch to a lead sound in solo over the clean you recorded. That apparently does not work. One more thing we're gonna try is the fuzz. So honestly, make this big. This has a lot to offer. You can have 4-foot switches. You can do volume with an expression pedal. These are all more pro features to something that, I'm sorry, Line6, to me is a great toy tool. $220. I don't have to learn too much. I don't have to fiddle with menus, with editors. If I want more sound, more options, more effects, more amps, more cabs, I buy something else. If I want simplicity, which was always what the pod was about. I had the Bean back when I was at Berkeley in Boston. Put it on the table, bam, 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 you're there. I miss that. I miss the let's make music instead of installing drivers, installing editors and building sounds, downloading IRs and all this bullshit. This brings me back to, I want a bit of reverb, bam. Do I care which one that is? I want to play a lead, put on some delay, bam, you're right there. You know, boost the lead a bit, bam, you're there. It brings me back to making music and not letting the gear distract you from making music. At $219, I think this is a fair price. No, they're not the most mind-blowing modeling sounds in the world. Honestly, the Ampero Mini interface, touchscreen, all that stuff, but it doesn't sound better than that. More like in the opposite. Again, not mind-blowing sounds, but pretty damn good for what you're paying. I dare to say you can't get a lot better for the price unless you're, going to a different product that does less, but then it does that better. As an all-in-one box, Pod Express, I had fun. And isn't that really what it's about? I put links below to all the shops. Please use them. That absolutely helps me. Thank you, Yamaha and Line6, for commissioning this video. I said what I wanted to say. They have no control over that. And that's how we do it here. I thought it was a toy, and it is, but it's a fun one. So, animals at the end.
Is everything if it's so